Welcome to the Realness Podcast. We back in here again. What we talking about this week, Tony?
We're going to be talking about a little bit of this and that. We're talking about Elon Musk's hairline, the glued down hairline of another poor soul.
Yeah, that happens. We talk a little bit about Riff Raff and Tekashi 6ix9ine, and we want to see what happens with that. So stay tuned for after the intro. Catch you then.
I'm for real. I'm for real.
Realer than real.
You're now tuned into the Realness Podcast.
I got you stuck off the realness.
Realness.
Y'all feel me? Y'all feel. Y'all definitely feel.
Yeah, so I really like this one, but I'm not a big person that's really into the kelp and stuff. That kind of freaks me out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So this one is beautiful, but I definitely ain't swimming with that.
Mm.
But when you watch it at this angle, it's kind of dope. My favorite one is similar, and that's why I stopped at that one first. But it's on a different coast. So it's kind of cool because I've never seen kelp like this ever in my life.
Ooh, that one was dope.
The jellyfish.
The jellyfish, yeah.
I mean, Apple's got these extremely HD cinematography videos that they have as your screensavers. I mean, it's incredible the picture that they can accomplish and how many different things. I wish I could not be lazy and go and select the ones I want specifically, because that might make a little more sense, so I don't have to do this every single time.
Damn, there's a grip of them.
There's a grip of them. Of course, you know I'll probably like all the ones underwater.
Ooh.
That is what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
right there.
that looks like that looks like a forest underneath.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
right?
that's crazy.
So that's my favorite one, and it is a kelp forest, probably somewhere in Thailand, I think.
Mhm.
I forgot what it just said, but the kelp looks totally different.
Yeah.
It's got more of like tree top to it.
Yeah, like banana kind of leaves or something like that. Yeah.
And it's got this super cool, ominous going through pattern that we're just kind of.
Yeah, if the fish weren't in the frame, you would think it'd be like a foggy morning or like after a rainstorm or something, like of just a forest. Yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
so you kind of have this like feeling that it's like walking through a forest versus that you're underwater. And in moments of it, you like you said, if the fish weren't there, you would totally forget.
Yeah.
And even watching the fish, I think at some points you kind of forget that it's underwater. Like at this point where there's nothing in the background. I mean, those look like some trees, you know, in the United States, much less being somewhere else. And then you're like, oh yeah, that's underwater.
Yeah.
I think that's crazy to me. But I wonder who got the video and who decided to put this one up. But it's easily my favorite.
Yeah. It's got to be like maybe like an underwater drone kind of thing because it's going just slow and steady, you know?
You know, or, you know, you could have a nice scuba diver and he's just got like,
and he's got that handle thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, I am curious of that. You know, maybe Apple should do a thing where they do the making of what this is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that would be pretty cool. So I'm always obsessed with this one. So I'm always sitting around watching it. But yeah, man, this week has been an interesting week, dude.
It
An
has.
interesting week. I tagged you in something, right? Did I tag you in Gorilla Glue #2?
Dude, yes. Yeah, I think you sent me the IG and you're talking about the one with the purple hair, right?
Yeah, pink or purple hair.
Yeah, pink or purple hair.
I want to say it could be. I'm not going to give this person a gender because we are here in 2021 and I don't want to do that. But I feel like this one was a ploy. I feel like she saw what happened, or he saw what happened, they saw what happened.
Straight up.
With
Like-
the initial Gorilla Glue girl,
Mhm.
and they really trying to catch the hype of like, oh, Gorilla Glue and blah blah blah, and I want to be in on this thing. I think that's more or less what it was. Versus,
I know. It's kind of sad, isn't it?
yeah,
Like,
because I don't feel like it's
chasing the
genuine.
clout, like over doing some really dumb shit. Like, that's not the 15 minutes of fame that you want. You know what I'm saying?
Like legitimately, and that's how I definitely feel like, yo, that's not, you know, that's weird. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like you're doing that shit on purpose,
Yeah.
like full time on purpose, like for sure. Something we were both like really excited about,
Mhm.
and I had to say for the podcast. Apparently, y'all. So for those who haven't seen it and haven't been paying attention, Riff Raff wants to fight Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Called him out.
Called him out. Said he'll put $1 million on it. It'll be like this Jake Paul type situation. I'm about it.
No, I'm hell about it because, all right, so I read this one comment when I was kind of looking at I think I seen it on World Star or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But someone posted, I never knew that Riff Raff would be our savior. Like I never figured that Riff Raff would be our savior
He's the
from
one that we're
Tekashi
counting on?
6ix9ine, and it's perfect too because Riff Raff is the fucking neon icon. You know what I'm saying? Like he's the originator of that shit, that
And
style.
it is
You know what
funny.
I'm saying?
He is kind of the originator of that whole like trolling, kind of out there,
Yes.
getting in everybody's grill, outlandish,
Yes.
still in the industry, but kind of outside of the
Mm-hmm.
industry character who, by all means, is in way better shape than Tekashi 6ix9ine would
Oh, no.
ever be in.
Yeah, no,
Especially after he went to wrestling.
Yeah, dude, because he's tried to get into wrestling. Yeah, that's right. He was trying to be like WWE or something like that, right?
He got
Yeah.
into that and wanted to be a WWE star. I don't remember right now how far that went,
Mm-hmm.
but I do remember that was like a thing.
Yeah, for sure.
So, in my opinion, I'm sure he'd beat the shit out of him. But
Oh, yeah.
also, he could be one of them bigger dudes that got them sideways, weird ass swings, and then all of a sudden ain't shit.
Yeah.
But I don't think Tekashi would take it. I think
Mm.
he's more about the clout than he is about really putting them hands up.
Yes.
Because he ain't talk about it. He did put out okay, I'm not big on the kid. I'm not a fan that much, you know what I mean? But he did put out a nice little dope song, and he did some Meek Mill on this one. He put the video
Mhm.
of their encounter
Yes.
earlier this week, and he's trying to call him out on some shit. I hope Meek come with some fire, but we know how Meek do. We saw what happened with him and Drake. Now, that was Meek punching up,
Right.
and at this time, he gonna have to punch down because it's Tekashi.
Yeah, he might even have to kick or something. Cause,
So I don't think it should be that hard of a beef, but
Mm.
I wonder if he's gonna come with some flame to really follow that up with Tekashi's new fighter. Maybe he'll put some money behind Riff Raff
Yeah.
and let them two fight it out.
Well, so from what I understand with the Meek Mill, and this may be off base, I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seemed like Tekashi was trolling Meek Mill, who is on maybe like parole or something. Like
Yeah.
if he catches any kind of like flack, he can get put away. So like this was basically something to stir up Meek Mill to kind of draw him into a fight or something like that, which would
I would agree.
then violate, whatever agreement he has going on and get him caught up essentially. So I think it's just Tekashi's just trash to me. I can't stand that fool.
I agree. I think because of his more trolling nature,
Mhm.
that's essentially what he's trying to do is just troll. You know what I mean? He's just trying to get, some likes out of it. He's trying to get some publicity. I mean, it'll work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if he wasn't such how do I say this politically correct? If he wasn't such a polarizing human being,
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't make awful music as far as today's hip hop scene is concerned, but
Mhm.
he's just like a complete asshole
Yeah.
99% of the time and garners no respect. You know what I
Right.
mean? Snitching, all that. So I don't know. I might have to take Riff Raff on this one.
Oh, dude,
All I
definitely
can
take a
say
riffraff.
is if they decide to go to pay-per-view,
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm watching that.
We gonna get it right here.
Probably
on
gonna
the
stream
TV.
it, but
That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna pay for it. I'm gonna stream it. But we'll watch it.
Oh, yeah.
We'll put it up.
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
put it up. Did you see the other thing about Tory Lanez. You know
Tory
Tory Lanez?
Lanez.
He did quarantine radio during quarantine. He's a rapper. He's done a bunch of stuff with Chris Brown and shit. He kind of does his raps like. So he had a picture of him up on the internet of like him playing pickup football, and he looked like, is how I best describe it. You remember Home Alone 1 when Merv got his hair burnt off from the torch, and it was kind of frayed up from the hat? That's how his actual hair looked. Somebody got like an above picture of him. Yeah. And oh my god.
Like he got that that yarmulke
yeah,
bald spot.
Bro, it's bad. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see if I can find it. Cause it's
you get that powder on hair.
It's not bad. I mean, it's not good, bro. Yeah. Tory Lanez hair. I mean, the whole internet is roasting him. Oh, and they got the meme exactly what I'm talking about, bro. Yeah. This is a goddamn shame. Check that out.
What in the fuck? It looked like a rat got to it or something.
Right? And they got the dude right there with his hat blown off.
Mauve.
Hey, Twitter is blowing him up, dude. It is hilarious. And then he got on
he just needs to shave his head, bro.
Yeah, and then he got on IG the next day with his barber trying to be like, yo.
Okay, I did see that video, but I didn't know the context of what for which it was being posted.
I don't know if brother got a transplant going on or what he had to do, but I feel like he might need to it might be time to embrace the Michael Jordan.
Yeah, my boy Tory Lanez got his hair back right.
He need to do something with that. So that was hilarious.
You got money, get some plugs.
Yeah, you got hella money. You got hella money. You can do that.
Didn't LeBron get his shit all done up too?
Yeah, because LeBron's shit wasn't too tough. But here's a big one. Elon Musk. Mm-hmm. Like if you go back and look at pictures of Elon Musk back in the day, he
was balding.
Oh, he had the full old man horseshoe, you know what I mean? Like
shit.
His shit was gone.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
Not compared to what he looks like today.
Yeah.
Not compared to what it looks like today. Elon was looking real rough back in the day. Speaking of Elon, Perseverance.
Ooh, are we talking about the Mars?
Yeah,
landing?
Perseverance.
Dude, isn't that wild?
That's crazy. They landed.
Oh my god.
They landed that bitch on Mars, and now they're sending back pictures and shit.
Yeah. I seen a sunrise on Mars, and it was a beautiful picture, amazing. It had like a blue hue to it, you know what I'm saying? And it was, I don't know, it's wild. It's real eerie to kind of like see the picture of it.
It is super eerie. Somebody, I forgot what they said. They said it looked like Chernobyl or something like that.
Yeah.
It just looks like nothing.
Yeah. Well, it's almost like, isn't it kind of like that conversation we had probably 6-8 months ago about like seeing things, but your mind not like processing it to like it's almost like it's hard to process. It's hard to process like a foreign sight.
It's that idea that because our minds couldn't conceive what it would look like, it would be unimaginable. Almost like we would almost have a heart attack or our brain would blow up. I think we were having that conversation about deities and other type of things that I don't remember.
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I think it was about like the pilgrims coming to the land, and like the Indians didn't actually see the boats or something like that because they couldn't fathom, like, because they'd never seen it before.
Exactly.
I think
so. In their heads, everything would have been just a god or a somebody because they have no concept of man in boats. We were talking about that. I was probably making jokes about like Africans and shit. And how, saying like, oh shit, what the fuck is that? Oh my goodness. But it's like, you definitely have that where, if you were in the sticks or in the bush, you would have no concept of what a boat was, or other people who had different colored skin and they have different clothing. Like that's gibberish to you. You know what I mean? That's completely nothing to you. You have no.
Yeah. And I wouldn't say this Mars is to that extent, but like just the terrain in general, like there's terrain that we probably just can't fathom, you know.
Oh yeah, and that view,
Yeah.
and that view,
No atmosphere.
Yeah, we've only
know,
had
like-
the view of here
Mm-hmm.
to there. You know, it's got to be incredible to see the view from there, looking up and going, hey, that's Earth.
Yeah.
Like, hey, that distant star in the future, that's Earth. When we can go, hey, that distant star in the future is Mars.
Yeah.
And Perseverance is just up there. Your boy Elon might not got his hair right,
No.
but he sure can land some
Yeah,
shit.
It don't
on
matter when you
planets.
put a fucking spacesuit on.
Yeah, he can land some shit on the planets.
Yeah.
They had those rockets blow up a couple weeks ago, though.
Yeah, I seen
Before
those.
that,
Yeah.
when they were coming back. But
Isn't that a trip too? Just as part of our culture now, like we can sit on the beach and watch test flights. You know what I'm saying? Like do you remember like 2, 3, maybe 4 years ago? I can't remember. It was probably even further back, but when Elon first started testing his rockets and we were seeing them here in Arizona from California, and
Yeah.
it just looked like some weird shit in the
Oh,
night
yeah.
sky, and people thought that was aliens and shit.
yeah, remember how big it was all over
It
the
was
news
huge.
because of the
Yeah.
rockets, the burn off that it gave.
Yeah, the burn off,
It
it's
was
like that. Yeah.
weird shape that it gave
Mhm.
off. It was incredible when that happened.
Yep.
But you're right. We're living in a time where a guy's private company is doing more for space
Mm-hmm.
than NASA's doing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
We put man on the moon and we were like, that's cool.
Yeah.
We're going to go back to Earth. And we didn't really look at it until this dude was just like, hey, man, I'm super curious about what's going up there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to put all my attention
Yeah.
into trying to get up there.
Mhm.
Oh, never mind. Not all of my attention. I'm also going to make brand new vehicles
Mm-hmm.
and change the way we drive cars.
Underground tunnels.
Yeah,
you
we're
know.
gonna inspire new underground tunnels, and who knows what else?
Mm-hmm.
Like, who knows what else is just creeping around in Elon's Musk's mind
Mhm.
right now? He was talking to Rogan about doing that brain,
Oh yeah,
The
the
brain implant,
neuro
the Neuralink,
Neuralink. Yeah.
the neuro uplink thing.
Yeah.
Would you do it?
Dude, I'm super skeptical. I don't even know if I want to take the vaccine for the Rona. Like,
I mean, that is
No.
super skeptical. I would be the same. I would
Yeah.
be super sketched to get the something that's got to go into my brain
Yes.
stem and can do things that I don't have
Mhm.
comprehension of, or I can't conceive. In
but
my
I think
head.
the benefits of something like that could totally outweigh the negatives.
Very
Because
much
like
so.
my whole skepticism would be, how can somebody tap in that to control other people with it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
like that's the skeptical part. But like if you can plug something like that into your brain and not have to go through Alzheimer's as an old person,
Yeah.
or like have dementia, or
right.
regain the movement of a limb, something like
Neuropathy.
that. Like that is
Stuff a lot of
that's
our
amazing.
patients
You
deal
know what
with.
I'm saying? Yeah, and I would totally do that.
I completely agree. I
Mhm.
mean, and that's kind of how things kind of launch off, right?
Yeah.
It's under the guise and idea of getting people better health.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, and giving them whether it's people who are seizure driven and they have epilepsy,
Right.
and maybe this is a thing to help that or whatever it is. Usually, it does kind of start in that vein.
Right.
And even Elon was like, well, who knows what it'll go from there.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there'd be more people that it'd probably be beneficial for
Oh yeah,
than
absolutely.
not. And people are skeptical, just like they are about the vaccine right now. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? People have been super skeptical about it. I personally am getting mine.
Mm-hmm.
I've already got my appointment.
Yeah.
So,
I think I'd get it. I'm just kind of like letting people test the waters first, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just kind of, I don't know.
I don't know. I think I'm doing it just because I'm at a point where like I'm tired of worrying about this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of having this conversation
I think we're all over
about,
it. Sure.
whenever we're gonna get back to normal or not. So I'm
Mhm.
kind of willing to just get it so that I can at least do some of the things, a little more
Mm-hmm.
of the things that I want to do or have the ability to.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because like yourself, I've been not locked away, but I've been pretty cautious about what I do. I haven't been going out like crazy and stuff like I used to from
Mhm.
people from a person who worked in the bar industry my whole life, damn near, you want to be out. So that's been a big change. But I mean, if we can get some better better health going on and more people can get it, or we feel like we're at that point, then we can go back at it.
Yeah.
So for me, I figure, hey, I'll take the shot, see where we at.
Right.
One step closer to herd immunity. You're welcome, everybody.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of where I'm at. But I don't know if I'd let them put that shit into my brain.
Yeah.
But, you know, Elon's got a lot of plans. He's got a lot of really cool stuff that he's thinking up, and that's just kind of one of them. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, I always think of Elon like when I see like a Star Wars movie or like a futuristic sci-fi movie, and it's got like these crazy buildings, and you know, like I always picture Elon, not Elon, but Tesla, like being the corporation of the future. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna have the big buildings, and it's gonna be, we're gonna be flying in Teslas, and
completely.
we're gonna be, you know, going to the space station or the moon or the Mars, you know, and like he's going to be running that, you know, he's going to be like a little brain in a capsule with like mechanical legs, just kind of like running shit still, you know,
having his child AB479 -- smiley face, arm emoji, whatever their name is, that's going to be running the new company. But you know, I think that is dope, because that is more or less like what you do get from the post-apocalyptic kind of futuristic movies. Not necessarily post-apocalyptic, but more of the future science movies where the government's kind of gone and the corporations kind of run things. And I could definitely see Tesla being one of those things, because it's like Tesla and Amazon.
Yeah.
Like, do we need anything other than Tesla and Amazon at that point? Like, me and my mom were talking about this earlier. Did you know you can get maid service on Amazon?
Maid service? What do you mean? Like as a subscription through Amazon?
I don't know.
Prime
my
or
mom
something?
said somebody that come and clean your house.
I can see that. Maybe people are like tying their business as a service that you just purchase, Amazon. And then you just put your information in.
That a bitch, though?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You can get groceries.
Yeah.
I can get a new cabinet. You want to put up that cabinet? I can't put up that cabinet. You can get it, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's so crazy.
It makes sense, though.
That like Amazon has become this one-stop shop. And it is insane that you can get a little bit of, not even a little bit of everything. You can get everything.
Yeah.
Like you can buy everything on Amazon.
Yeah.
And you don't need to leave your couch. Like there's some real future shit.
There was this is like a new Amazon hack that I'd never learned before until recently. I was trying to build like a home gym, and you know, because the gyms are all closing down, and if they're not closed, it's like you gotta like get your space in line as when you can go to the gym. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put the money into a home gym. So I was starting to look at prices, and I can't remember who told me or where I found it, but there's an app that you can download, and you can track the pricing of certain things or anything on Amazon. And honestly, Amazon is almost like a stock market. Like these prices, when it's heavily like demanded, that price skyrockets. And when it's not being, you know, as much, you know, it drops down. So you can have this app trigger you like when a price point falls to a certain point.
And then buy.
Yeah, because I was looking at these squat racks, and one day it was like $269, and I'm like, oh, that's the one I want to get. And then the next day it was like $480, and I was like, wait, what the hell is going on? And so I got this app, and I finally got it down to like I think I got it for like $280 at its low point again. And I was like, okay, this is a game changer right here.
Another thing they'll do is if you go into the Amazon and you put something in your cart and you leave it there for a while, eventually they'll start throwing discounts at you. Like, this is on sale. If you want to buy it now, they'll send you an email like, are you sure you don't want to get this? It's it's in your box. Are you sure you don't want to?
I'm going to go throw some shit in the cart right now.
Know what I mean? You sure you don't want? I learned that on the Pat Down and Miss Pat show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's like, shit, I put that in my cart. And eventually they're going to tell you.
Yeah.
You know, and most businesses have been doing that. So, like, it's crazy.
I wonder if it cues it up. You know, like
does.
on trees, like how it's like, all right, this is reserved, you know, so I only have this many, where it's like, all right, if you're going to be hanging on to it, you might as well buy the shit. Here's $100 off.
I bet. Because also that they started to do that. I really didn't notice this, but they started to do two things real slick. They started to add like a layaway service. So now you can essentially just get your shit like almost on a layaway.
Yep.
And then the next thing that I noticed they started doing was they was like, hey, do you want this every month?
Yeah.
Do you want a refill?
Yeah.
I'm like, nigga, I just bought a couch. What do you mean? I don't want this every month.
Yeah.
Nigga, why do I need a couch
Some toilet
every
paper
month?
on
Yeah,
like every
'cause
month. On the month, it'll
it's
send you some toilet paper.
Automatically send you that toilet paper, send you that
Yeah.
automatic shit, and you just keep playing Amazon, and it'll just keep showing up.
Mm-hmm.
It'll just keep showing the fuck up. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah.
We really come like so far.
Yeah. And
So far.
Amazon's busy because these fucking drivers are like,
Oh, they smash.
they fucking come up to the house, they sprint up there, knock on your door, throw the shit in some like discreet place, and they gone. Like they're trying to get 250,
Yup.
shipments in a day. And I'm
They
like,
got too
y'all
many
are
units
crazy.
to do. They just like, hey, boom, picture. It's on your thing. Boom, and I'm out. They
And we're
trying-
lucky because we got ourselves a warehouse here too. So like I've been getting shit like almost next day.
Oh yeah,
Like
so
certain items.
the new swing arm that I got for this,
Mhm.
I'll put it together all for the next show next week. I sent that to my mom because she got Prime, so it gonna
Yeah.
get a little quicker
Yep.
than mine.
Mhm.
But like literally, it's the day after.
Mhm.
And if I didn't feel lazy, I could have ordered it from mine, and it'd come in like 2 days.
Mhm.
And most of the time, when I order something like that, it comes in quicker than it said it was gonna be
Mhm.
because we have the availability of having the distribution center so close.
Yeah. I wonder if they set up our distribution center based on like certain things that our region buys. You know what I'm saying? So maybe they have more of this or more of that. So like
I wonder.
they stock it like that. So
I
like
wonder.
it's almost like a preemptive, like, all right, we're gonna need these here. You know what I'm saying? So
Well,
that's why we do get them a lot quicker.
I wonder because I do notice that certain things that I buy tend to come out of California.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They have to have a big hub over there.
Yeah.
They got a port over there. Sure, they got a big, nice hub. It tends to come out of there and come here really quickly. So I feel like there's either some kind of big regional hubs that supply the others.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we're just like a smaller satellite hub to one of the big regional hubs, and just everything comes like super quick.
Yeah.
Cause like around here, I get my shit super quick,
Mm-hmm.
super quick. Now, Amazon. Speaking of having to buy stuff, right?
Mhm.
Speaking of having to purchase things, I've been thinking about this, and I thought I'd save it for the episode for us to discuss. There's this girl I'm following on IG, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna tell everybody her IG name so you can go on and follow her because it's pretty cool, but it's interesting. It's called our_large_family_life.
Looking it up, right? Yeah.
And this is Brittany Church. She's a blogger. This girl is younger than us, bro,
Mm-hmm.
and she got 12 kids and the 13th on the way. Her youngest,
Wait, how old is she?
Triplets, like 32.
Wait, her youngest was triplets?
Her last birth was of triplets, and she's currently pregnant with the 13th kid.
Oh my! I think I found it.
Look
Our
at this.
large family life.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got it right here.
I just started thinking about this. Like, bless they soul, because both of them, if you look at them,
Yeah.
because I watched a couple of the videos, if you look at it, they're both our age, and
Yeah.
she says that she says her age, so I think she's 32. Both of us are closer to 35, and nigga, they got a 13th child on the way,
Oh
and the
my
last
God.
3 are triplets.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine that thing? Like, you got 2 kids. Okay, so imagine 13 pairs of shoes,
No, dude.
13 colleges,
No.
13 cars,
Mm-mm.
13 graduations.
We're getting a van.
Yeah. They got a 16 passenger van.
Yeah.
So if you got 13 kids and you
You
spread
better
it,
keep them shoes nice because you're gonna pass them down to your
Yep.
brother.
and you spread them birthdays out, that's a birthday every month.
Oh my God.
That's 13 kids for Christmas.
Or 7 in 1 month. And
yeah.
no, dude, like that. You need so much support.
You have to have it.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's 13 of these kids, and all of them are under the age of like, I think 17 or so. Like the oldest is barely like 17. or
That's
something
like
that.
that's like an old Mexican family, dude.
Like bro. Like
Like like every time the Tata took his belt off, there was a baby born.
there was a baby. Their amount of babies that they are putting out is like, man, that shit is crazy.
No, dude, that's so many.
Because that's 13 Halloween costumes.
Mm-hmm.
That's 13 mouths to feed every day.
Yeah.
That's 13. Now imagine this. That's 13 kids that can have after schools events.
Yeah.
Football, ballerinas, any kind of sports, debate club, whatever it is, they're in a play. Like 13 kids. That's 13 kids that are going to be like, hey, you put all these kids out there. You want them to be educated, right?
Yeah,
so you got to put them through school because we don't need 13 dumb motherfuckers. So that's 13 fucking kids to put through college.
Yeah, dude.
How?
I don't know.
How
I
does
can't
one do
imagine.
that?
I can't imagine that.
You
dude.
have 2 kids.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine 13 of them?
No, I mean, I remember being younger and like before we had both of them, I was like, oh, I'd love a big family, like even like 4 or 5 kids. You know what I'm saying? I had 2 and I was like, oh, I'm good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
13.
You're like, these, I like them. They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with these 2.
Yeah, no, that'd be a lot. But hey, there wouldn't be a lot of extra chores I had to do.
It sure wouldn't. The chores is getting done quick.
Chores
But
getting done.
but the sad part about it is all the older kids is gonna have to help the younger kids.
Mm-hmm.
But imagine being those parents. So they're our age right now. They're looking good.
If I was their dad, I'd be like Elon Musk back in the day with no hair. I'd be
straight
like,
up, you'd have no hair. You'd be having mushrooms on your head. You're not gonna look the same.
Mm-mm.
But what I found that was interesting about that is, what the hell do you do when you start getting old, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know how many goddamn grandkids you gonna have?
Yeah, there's gonna be like 76 grandkids.
Yeah, because if each one of them kids that come from a big family,
Yeah.
is gonna have that kind of feeling like, hey, I love coming from a big family.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be like, I want kids too. So each one of your kids could possibly have 4 or 5 kids of their own.
Yeah.
And there's 13 of you motherfuckers. And from
The odds are
From the
one
odds
of them
are
or
right
2 of them
now.
are sterile, so it's all good.
you seriously, but seriously, they're all clones. But like, this is the thing. She said, mom of 12 plus 1. This is the thing. If they got 13 kids,
Mm-hmm.
right now, and they're 32, they don't. I don't see no signs of stopping. When's enough enough?
When did she start?
And
does she
at
say?
like 18?
At
There's a
18,
video on
so that's
here.
pretty consistent. Like each year almost as a kid is born.
Yeah, let's see if we can get the audio going here. Let's see if I can put it up.
2010. Jesslyn was 2011, 2012. Silas was 2014, 2015. Christopher was 2016. The triplets were 2018, 2019, and 2008. Cadence was 2000.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like insane. Like she had like back-to-back children every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, back-to-back children every year. And it's just, God bless her. I think that's cool. I'm following y'all saga.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt it if you're ever going to hear this, lady, but I'm following your shit and I'm rooting for you. I say pop out some more.
Yeah. No.
I want to see how much the American government system can take. Okay? Pop out as many kids as you can get. If you out here doing okay, did it just let us ghetto people know we can have some more kids too, okay?
So what
Mexicans
was that?
be doing that though. Y'all be having
that's
big
like
families.
that's like traditional like Mexican shit, like 4-bedroom house, 17 kids.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what kind of house?
Everyone eats beans and rice all the time.
Because you
It's
can
all
look
good.
at them. They don't like. He don't work at Raytheon, and she's not a doctor. So, you know what I mean? Like, how many bedrooms y'all got? How many of them kids share them beds? Like, how? I'm so curious.
Well, listen to this. My best friend, his dad comes from a family of 17.
17.
17, and guess what? All brothers.
Are you serious?
Not one sister.
That's interesting though, because that's that legacy is gonna live on for a long time because it's all boys. So the last name's gonna just go on.
And oddly enough, the last name is Corona.
Are you serious?
Yeah. That's my boy Jesse.
They ain't talking about that right now. Shout out to Jesse. We know you ain't did it, bro. We know you ain't did it.
Yeah.
That's crazy to be 17.
But that's where I got that every time, thought that takes his belt off of that. Like I heard his grandpa like say that, you know what I'm saying? He's like, every
That's
time I took my belt
crazy.
off, mijo, we had a baby. Like it was, it's kind of a trip to hear.
I'm
though,
like, you should not be taking your belt off, sir. Keep your belt on, okay? You got 17 kids. But you know what's crazy is my grandmother and her brothers and sisters, there's like 7, 8 of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Still
back in the
huge
day,
family.
they had bigger families.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What we would consider in, what did they call it in the 80s? The nuclear family, which is like 2 kids, 2.5 or something like that.
Right.
You know, so we kind of downsized it. But I don't know. I just think
It's
that's
crazy
so
to me because I'm an only child.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know nothing about having all them brothers and sisters.
Yeah,
And all
having
that.
to share all that shit and being like, who gonna watch
Yeah.
TV? You got 13 opinions.
Yep.
You got I can't get off the numbers though.
Yeah.
You got 13 backpacks.
Yeah.
13 kids that need pencils. You know what I
13
mean?
cheese sticks.
You know what I mean? 13. you never gonna get his cheese stick because they're gone.
Yeah.
Once they open the pack, everybody get one.
We only got
That's
12
not even the whole pack.
We only got 12 cheese sticks, so
You know what I'm saying?
nobody's getting a cheese
They come
stick.
in a dozen, you know what I'm saying? Somebody got to be asked out. Somebody every time ain't getting the cheese stick because everything come in a dozen. You get the hot dogs, they come in like
and
a
then
dozen.
kids, they don't just eat one cheese stick. They'll be in there sneaking another one. So like all the Go-Gurts will be gone.
It's
and
gone.
Like you buy 1,700 of them and they're gone that
It's
month.
gone. It's
Yeah.
over. You know what's crazy is think about this. Their washing machine
Mm.
and dryer and dish machine
nonstop, dude.
is nonstop.
Yeah.
Because there's somebody eating in that house or wearing clothes.
Yeah.
So those machines are nonstop going. They might as well get one of them hotel industrial size
Yeah.
ones.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because you got 13 kids plus the 2 adults and whoever might come over.
Mhm.
That's 15 plus people wearing clothes daily.
Yeah.
Like one of those kids, you were born to just do the dishwasher.
Yeah.
And you guys were born to just run the washing machine and dryer.
Yeah.
That's your names, washing machine and dryer. We don't even give you school. We just teach you how to do this.
Yeah.
This is your life.
Saturdays and Thursdays are strictly choni days where
Straight
you
up.
only wear chonies.
Yeah, you only wear chonies because we got to wash all this shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and matter of fact, you wear a towel because we're switching off chonies today.
Yeah.
Like, there's too many kids. There's too many.
Smell your
of
chonies.
y'all.
If the chonies don't smell, just wear them again.
Wear them inside out. Like, it's too many kids, man. That is crazy.
That's what I do anyway.
Right? I feel we're boys. That's how we live our lives. Don't worry. But I feel like that's a pretty good episode today, man. I feel like that's pretty good.
Oh, solid.
I want to tell everybody to always remember to follow us on social medias, of course. We got a lot of links now. What I did is consolidated everything into all my links.
Right.
So that you can go to all my links and you can find our Spotify. You can find the SoundCloud. You can find the YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, comment, like, and subscribe.
Please.
Join the conversation on any of these. Tell us what you think. Put up some funny topics. Maybe we'll bring up some of y'all's topics in the next one. Join along the ride. We just joined in on an app called Anchor. So we'll be having a couple commercials. If you're listening to this on Anchor, you're going to hear a couple commercials about Anchor. It's pretty cool. So join us on all of our social medias. You can find me personally on Superior Shrek and...
I just changed mine from Tony Baloney, but now you can find me at prolific_pappy on IG.
Perfect. And you know what? See you next time.
Peace.